Well, here I sit, the morning after my attempt of the Black Hills Ultra 50K, and maybe reflecting and asking myself when am I going to grow up and act my age, which will be 73 years old next month. I went into the event knowing that I maybe didn't have adequate training to do real well, but I had confidence that I could make it. And I also knew that I needed a real tough, long training run because I'm going to take on the Pikes Peak Ascent in the fall. And I knew the course was going to be hard because I've been there before. I didn't know that the temps were probably going to reach into the 90s while I was taking it on. So this video is about my journey from my perspective, and my wife, who is my support crew, from her perspective. So I'm putting together a little documentary of the day. So if you like an old timer taking on hard things, maybe this video's for you. Also, I always appreciated people who make their videos about challenges that they take on and things don't go just as they planned. And it's kind of a spoiler alert on this one. Yeah, it didn't go as planned. You'll see what I mean. Here's extra shoes that we probably won't need, and you know all the rest of the story. All right, let's get this going here. Well, it's almost time. Got to get my backpack on and a few other minor adjustments, and then I'll be ready to hit the non-dusty trail. It's gonna be great. So Tammy's gonna be my support crew. She's got her gear. She's gonna fill her backpack up with all the things I want at Elk Creek and carry it down the hill for me, and then again meet me at Alkali. So it's good to have support. I didn't have to ride the bus up here. I always wonder if my scientific wild ankle guess of what to put in my pack is correct. Well, we will know as the day goes on. I've got about 45 minutes before go time. I'm just out here stretching my legs and watching the 100-milers that are coming through. They're coming down through here. Hopefully one of them will come by and I'll get them on camera. We'll be starting down there. This is a terrific aid station. They really do a good job on this race of supporting all the different runners and doing 4 different races all at one time. So it's awesome. I'm just now really anxious to get going. A couple of pre-race thoughts while I'm waiting to go. I'm really not even sure how this is going to go. I almost did not sign up for this, and I actually missed the cutoff, but they were nice enough to let me register. I almost didn't sign up because for one reason or another I've been unable to train the amount of training that I think I need in order to run a 50K over these dang tough hills. It'll be a good test for me. It'll be a really good test because the forecast can be up to 90 degrees today. So that heat will test me. And I think my longest training run was 13 miles. So we'll see how this works out. But I feel good about it. I'm in fairly good shape considering a challenge, and it'll be really good for me to kind of see where I'm at and know what I need to do to get ready for Pikes Peak Ascent this fall. So this is gonna be a great day.
Which is because you're celebrating.
That's right. I won't be at the next one because we can't get there.
Yeah, okay.
So 13, I'll see you.
You'll feel better. Just get moving.
Go get him, Jackson.
Look good, feel good.
As
fairly cool right now, but it's going to get hot this afternoon. Once we get towards Sturgis, it's supposed to be in like the mid to upper 80s. So make sure you hydrate early and often. Keep up on it. Don't fall behind, because you'll be sorry once you hit Elk Creek and it's 85 degrees and you haven't been drinking enough. So stay on top of that. You get in here and get on the trail, it's going to bottleneck real quick. So keep that in mind.
Ready? Yeah. 8 minutes. Countdown begins.
Good to see you.
Hey!
Good luck, man. I was walking by, I was like, he's here, he made it.
I gotta remember what you look like. Here we go.
It's good to see you.
Oh, that's my wife, Tanner.
I'm David.
Hi, nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you, man. Yeah, we were chatting yesterday, and I was
sure.
I was admiring his tundra. I was like,
Oh,
that's a
gosh.
good man right there.
Get to coming this way.
Well, you know where we're going, don't you?
Yeah. Coming up
We're
through
gonna
here.
go down there. We're gonna come along here, I think.
Yeah.
Run through here.
I'm just gonna stay
I
up.
know, I think you'll run us up there.
Nope, he said right through here.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And then over to
And
the
then we'll run right in
over to the trail.
front of the aid station.
Mhm.
Turn. Don't let that break. Nothing. Well,
Yeah, I remember making a Camino on my own 60 going on out.
good turnout.
Yeah.
I think this is a bigger turnout than other years.
Yeah, I
For
think so.
everything.
Stand back in somewhere here. So I think you go to that cattle guard. Okay.
Good luck.
You good luck. Good luck.
I hope you can find me.
I will find you.
Oh, yeah.
Keep moving back.
Can't complain.
Here we go. There goes my new friend from Sioux Falls. Working my way up out of that bottom from Dawn Lake. We're a little past the 3 mile mark. Tammy and I agreed that I'd shoot this challenge every now and then, a few clips from my point of view, and she'd shoot a few clips from the support person's point of view. Didn't take me very long to lose the hat and the glasses, because even though we got a nice cloud cover, I'm sweating like a fat man. So soon we'll be going downhill. Approximately 3.5 miles in. Well, just in case that wind messed me up last time, this cloud cover and the breeze is an unexpected luxury. It's been great. There goes one of my troopers right there. Yeah. I thought it was going to be hot and sunny, which it probably will get to, but right now, unexpected pleasure. But
only not even 4 miles into this. Got a long ways to go. This is a nice section here. It goes in, as I hope you can see, in the trees. Pine needle on the trail. Soft trail from rain last night. Really wonder how those 100 milers did in that storm. I guess it was a pretty violent storm. Heavy rain. Happens, seems like, every year. But for me right now, the soft wet trail with pine needles is helping my old timer knees a little bit.
Breakfast of champions. Yeah, there wasn't much at the Nemo Mini Mart, but we've got a list here of things to get together for Bruce at Elk Creek, and I've got my backpack. I'm gonna load it all up and hike down the hill, down to the trailhead, and we'll see him here in a bit.
At this point in the adventure, I've got about 4 miles done, 28 to go, and I'm approximately 8 miles from where I'll see Tammy at the Elk Creek trailhead, and about 6 miles until I get to the actual Elk Creek crossings. Until then, I'm gonna go down, down, down for a while, then back up, 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 and then down, down, down. And then it's gonna, I shouldn't even have to say that. That's all this is up and down, up and down. Just left the, I think they call it the Crooked Tree aid station. And boy, those people are great to be out here for me. I really thank them for that. And interesting part of this section, I've been working my way down since I last recorded. A lot of downhill, some uphill, and been plugging along, and I ran into a couple of guys, pretty good runners, running a nice steady pace. I kind of fell into a groove running with them at a nice pace. The interesting thing is, kind of embarrassing for me and impressive for them, is they're doing the 100 miler. They've been out here since 10 o'clock yesterday. They've already ran, oh gosh, here they come. They've already ran, about 85 miles, and I've only ran 6. But that's fun. I kind of got into the groove of running with those guys for a little bit, because I really enjoyed that. I really admire those 100 milers. Congrats to every 100 miler that ever watches this video.
I have this nice little list to see if I've got everything that I gotta put in the backpack. I'm pretty sure I do. It's gonna be kind of a heavy pack, but nothing I can't handle. I'm gonna bring these just in case you want some barbecue chips instead of just plain chips, but we'll see. Ta-da! This is what I'm hiking down in. Actually, is nothing compared to the pack I carried after Mirror Trail Ranch.
Oh, another interesting thing about the first aid station is a young man came flying in there, and he was running the 50, so he already caught me. Now, that's amazing. He seemed to be in a little trouble with the heat already, though, so I'm looking for him to pass me here again pretty soon. I'll get him on film, I hope.
Have a wonderful day,
Keep
sir.
it going.
Yes, sir. You as well.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do it like you mean it, right?
Right.
All right. I've worked my way down into the almost to the bottom of the Elk Creek bottom, and it gets really nice and green in here. Lots of flowers and greenery, and thought I'd look at that there. I don't know what you call those. Wild tiger lilies. Leave a comment if you know. Thought I'd take just a minute to take my walk break and to give a big shout out to my grandchildren. Hey Harold, hope you're doing well. Hazel, I hope to see you two guys soon. I'll see you in the fall. And if your dad made you watch this far, that's why I'm dedicating this section of the trail to Hazel and Harold.
This is the road to the trailhead. This is why I am parked up above my backpack. That wasn't here when we did the trail. Elk Creek Trailhead. Now we wait.
Cruising along beside what used to be Elk Creek. Now it's Elk Dry Creek bed. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be dry because that's it down there. It's got daisies growing in it. Beautiful section down here though. A lot of greenery. And inevitably, along in here, there's so many roots that cross the trail and shadows. Inevitably, I catch a root and do a Superman face plant. So I better put the camera away and avoid that. But it is a nice section. Well worth it if you're gonna run this race. This is really nice. Daisies down in the creek bottom. That's hilarious. Sometimes that used to be just full of water. I guess things change. That sign reminds me of a old documentary I watched a long time ago about hiking the JMT. And it was titled Mile, Mile and a Half. That sign says it's a mile, and that's okay. My watch has told me several times that it's more like 1.4 miles to the Elk Creek trailhead. So that gives me a giggle. That's the mile, mile and a half sign. Oh, and I forgot to explain because I've got rambling fever. The reason the documentary was called Mile, Mile and a Half is that when you're on a long through hike and somebody asks you how far something is, the answer oftentimes is, oh, mile, mile and a half. So that's why that documentary was named that.
I was low and outside. Me. Did you ever want one of those trips?
Hey, woo! Mongo!
Good work. He lived so far. So far, I'm upright. Today yet.
There's shoes.
Okay.
First aid. Extra clothes. What do you need? Ice pack.
Let me think a minute.
Okay.
I need that ice bandana. Okay, that was perfect. Perfect. You invented that.
I know.
Then, I'll take the pickle juice with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
For
helps
cramps.
me with my cramps. There's a fella coming up here. He's right behind me. Hopefully he'll keep coming. He was stalled on the side of the road with
Cramps.
muscle cramps. I gave him a couple of salt sticks.
Okay, I've got
He
some
never
here.
heard of them. And if you see him, somebody struggling, it's got blue on, I think.
Okay.
You know, tell
Yeah,
him,
I brought the-
Tell him you're the wife of the guy from the salt sticks. And
Okay.
ask him if he wants any of those Cliff Chews or anything he needs.
I got the extras bag. Do you need your shoes?
Nope. I think I'm going to stay with the shoes and the clothes. Maybe next time.
Those are barbecue chips. I got. If you want those.
Oh God, I might have one or two, but first let me get what I really need.
Here's your Elk Creek bag.
Oh, here's my garbage bag. Tell the Takas that spirits are high, and I'm heading out. We'll see if I come out the other end. Got myself a pickle and a whole bunch of dumb ambition.
The first part, I was carrying about 16 pace.
Yeah.
And we got behind about 100 miles.
Moving right along. Just a little bit ago, went through I met Tammy at the Elk Creek trailhead, and she did such a good thing for me. She hauled all the stuff that I needed and lots of things that I didn't need down a big hill and waited for me to get there. One of the things that was great is she has ice cold wet sponges. Oh, that's just so good today. And this bandana filled with ice wrapped around my neck to bring my temperature down. That is helpful. Plus she had some other things I needed, and I had a bunch of just in case stuff that I didn't need. But gotta thank Tammy for being world's greatest support person. She always is right in there for me. And speaking of great people, the people that put on this event are amazing. A lot of people involved. I don't know how to thank them all, but the race directors, organizers, and of course all these volunteers. Oh, the volunteers at the aid stations are awesome. I just went through the Elk Creek aid station. Everybody was helpful. They had great supplies. Big shout out to the Black Hills Ultra and everyone who put it on. Thank you. This is a neat section here with all these ferns. Finally made it over what I call the last of the two major climbs. Now we're coming down the other side. Jeez, those ferns go way up there. It's amazing. And they're about taller than my waist. Made it over that last major climb. Not that there isn't more climbs, but those two first sections of up are brutal. And from here on out, the overall gist of this thing is up and down, but the overall gist of it is going down towards Sturgis, the finish line. I knew I was struggling on that last vert because I was walking along not very fast apparently, and a young man just went right on by me without much effort, and that's not unusual. Young guys do that all the time. But then there's more to the story. He was doing the 100 and he just walked right past me and went out of sight. So I apparently need more training. But we're gonna see if we can get through this. Well, so far so good. I slammed my flask full of pickle juice, ate 2 salt stick calves, chugged some Element hydration, some Element drink, and I've been at this for over a mile now, and the cramps are gone. I've knock on wood. See if I can get through this until I can get more pickle juice. Just gonna ask myself what that thing is. Oh, geez. I got my last salt pail. Might not make it. I might have to quit at Alkali. Cramps are terrible everywhere. Inside my thighs, everywhere.
Doing all right?
Yep. I worked my way through that disaster. Heck, I'm even getting cramps in my hands. This is retarded, but I'm back at it. If I can just get to Alkali, get that pickle juice that Tammy has, maybe I can continue. We'll see. There goes a 100-miler I was talking to a while back. He caught me again, and I had to stop because of cramps, of course. And off in the distance there is our first view of Bear Butte. Hope to catch up with my guy in case he needs company coming in, but I hope I can keep up with him. Well, I'm so close to Alkali that I can hear the interstate, and it might take me an hour to get there. So I've made my mind up. I'm going to call it at Alkali and DNF this baby. I've been on the ground with cramps quite a few times, and I'm cramping even in my hands, my arms. Anyway, I made up my mind that I'm not gonna take on another 7 miles with these kind of cramps going on. Hell, I'm already been 8 hours into this almost. Got a good workout in. I got cramp on my forearm. My whole body's turned into a cramp, and I've done everything I know to fight it off. Right now I'm trying to run it off, and I can't hold on to these poles. I gotta keep my legs moving, otherwise I get major cramps on my inside of my both thighs at once, and that is a painful sucker. So I better shut this off and somehow get to Alkali. Well, since I'm reduced to walking, a few closing thoughts. I often told Tammy that I'm not afraid to call it when the time is up and modify my thoughts on what an adventure is. And I'm not sure that time is here just yet, but today is not a good indicator for continuing. Maybe I have to modify and back down a little bit. I'll have to see how things go. Not going to judge it by one outing. But when the time comes for an old timer to modify what an adventure is, what a challenge is, I'm not going to quit, but I might have to rethink my challenges. We will see. At least I think today what I got going on is my body is rebelling against my mind because my mind still wants to keep going, but when I get to Alkali, we're not going to do that. Even though I'm all of a sudden got through the cramps, it's just I'm not going to put myself out there in the middle of 7 miles where I can't even walk. And now I can jog again. That's ridiculous. But I'm cramping so many times, and some of them just put me on the ground. Anyway, back to philosophy. Comes a time in this old timer's life when I might have to reevaluate what it is that I want to take on as a challenge and how I want to spend the limited amount of hours left in my life. I'll get back and have a few days to recover and rethink, and then start training for the Mystic Mountain Run. Oh God, I'm a funny person. All right, enough of me.
Not that you needed the assistance.
Sure it wasn't just weakening your arm?
I'm just for my husband. He's coming through and I'm gonna let him know what's here.
Just turned the corner where we kind of went out of the trees. And up right here, we're gonna come into view of the interstate and the Black Hills Cemetery. Oh, another cramp. And I'm gonna try to jog this in and finish this DNF with a little bit of dignity. See if I can jog it on out. That's my plan. We'll find out if I jog it in or if I walk in there looking like Gumby. Oh, gee whiz. Heck, it's even dry under here. What a dry year. Well, that was a little encouraging. I probably ran for the last 2 miles, and now there goes a 50-miler. Now I got this probably less than a half a mile walk. I'm going to walk it. It's just some of the recovery will be better tomorrow. I got a little bit of my pride back by running for a couple of miles, and hopefully breaking stride doesn't bring back the cramps. But about half a mile, I get to report in that I'm going to DNF and tell Tammy the bad news, I guess. Probably good news for her. She's been out here a long time. So that's probably the end of this story.
Holy moly. How you doing?
I'm done.
You're done?
I'm gonna go up and tell them I'm DNFing.
Why?
I got such severe cramps. There's no sense.
Oh
There's
no.
sense.
I was wondering why. I thought you should have been here
I've
an
been on my
hour
back.
ago.
I mean, I get cramps in so many places. I can't even talk.
Oh no.
I'm gonna just go tell them I'm out.
Okay, I'll get everything packed up.